Hey y'all, I figured I can do something a little different today. Not too different, I guess it's still in the realm of things, but it's your girl Kaylee coming at you, and I welcome you if you're new here to the channel, and if you're not, if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I absolutely appreciate y'all 110%. So today I am going to be doing my nails, so do my nails with me. These are the nails that are gonna go on these little sad puppies. We're gonna do them real quick, and we're also gonna talk about, while I'm doing these, and as you hear my dog eating in the back. Are you done? You done making noise? Yeah? Don't knock over you can't. All right, Oakley wants to be a part of this today. So we shall show the Oaksmeister. Oh my goodness. Say hello. Say hello. Look, that's you. Yep. This is Oakley, in case y'all haven't seen in previous videos. He is our house pig, house hippo, Frenchie. We love him so much. But he's a little brat sometimes, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, get out of here. No. Anyways, so that's Oakley. In case you were wondering, you'll hear him in the background. This is for me, not for you, homie. Are these the only nails? Oh, so I gotta make these fit. Oh, so I got these at the Dollar Tree. Just because they look cool. I really like the way they look. So we're gonna have to file some of these puppies down because I don't think these will fit everything. That's crazy. That's all that comes in there. That's all right. We can make these work. We can make them work. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get clippers after my nails, and I didn't want to do that, or I guess I can file them down. All right, so as I'm filing, what I also wanted to talk about is, you know, entrepreneurship. The things that people don't tell you about entrepreneurship, because you see all these, you know, YouTube videos and these things that are like, yeah, you want to get my program, you know, $5 grand for me to coach you about entrepreneurs and all the fun things. And it's like, you're not telling the whole truth about what entrepreneurship is. And so I figured, since my husband and I, we are entrepreneurs, that's literally what we do. That is our job occupation. That's what we do. We have officially gotten out of 9-to-5 rut because it was just not working out here in Texas. I don't know about other states or anything, but the job market is complete trash out here in Texas, and it's just not a good time, not a fun time out here for people that want to work a 9-to-5. Plus, for people my age and younger, like, we don't have a retirement plan. Like, we don't have retirement available. We don't have, like, it's not going to be a thing anymore from employers, right? So this is how I file down my nails. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I literally, since these are coffin shape, I got to file my nails to coffin shape, and then I just scruff it up a bit. This is how I make them last longer. So anyways, with that being said, me and Byron, my lovely husband, who y'all have seen on some shorts and in some videos, we have definitely decided, you know, we're entrepreneurs. We have the drive, we have the want, like, we have that calling that God has given us to do this. And, you know, we've been putting it off, to be quite honest, because we wanted the security of a job. Obviously, you know, it kind of, like, sure, there's some security in a job, not really. So just, sorry, trying to do two things at once, multitasking. People say they can do it. I don't know, man. We're working on it. We're working on it today, right now, as I'm talking to you. So anyways, with that being said, I'm probably going to say that like 50,000 times this video, but here we are, 4 minutes in, and I've only filed 2 nails. We were like, all right, God, you want us to be entrepreneurs? Because I kid you not, let me let y'all in on a little secret of my life right now. I applied to 127 jobs in 2 days. And not one of those jobs did I get an interview. And I am qualified. Let me tell you, I have the experience, I have the knowledge, I have the schooling, I have all the things. You know what I mean? And not one. I even told my mother-in-law that I've applied to jobs that I'm like, that are low-level jobs, not trying to be a jerk about it, but like paying trash pay just to try to get us, that steady stream of income. When somebody else is dictating your stream of income, I don't think that's a steady stream of income, by the way. If you think about it, it's not secured. Somebody else is signing your paychecks, and it's not, in my opinion, that's not what you want. That's not, at least not what I want. I don't know. Other people have a different mentality, and I just don't want that. So I'm over here like, God, what do you want me to do? Like, my work from home job kind of cut my hours a bit, and like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what to do. And so finally, after everything was basically taken away, which God will do that. He'll, like, if you're not, he's like, hey, are you going to listen to me now? You know what I mean? Like, if it takes if you're like us and you're hard-headed, and it takes like some drastic measure for him to be like, excuse me, I'm trying to tell you something. So now we're going the entrepreneur route fully, because we have been doing, y'all know, we have an e-commerce business that we've been doing on top of our 9-to-5s, which that's what it's for. Network marketing is for that. So we just were basically saying, well, that's going to be our only entrepreneurial route. Well, God had other plans, and here we are. And so I just kind of wanted to throw on here where we're at with that and what's going on, and how, you have to be steadfast through this. You can't be a weenie and be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So us not being weenies, at first I was a weenie, not gonna lie. At first I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, this is terrible. Entrepreneurship is not for me. This is not a fun time. I'm not enjoying it, obviously. So let me tell you what they don't tell you. One, what they don't tell you is in the beginning of entrepreneurship, you have to realize you're literally working for nothing. You're working for the momentum that's coming later on. And you have to have faith in that famine period, in that first period where you're just like making it. You know what I mean? Like, you're surviving. Like, it's just like nothing's working out. Like, you're losing hope. Things are like hard, bro. Let me tell you, things are hard. And that's when your faith is tested and your capacity is tested. So I don't want this to deter you if you're watching this and you're like, well, I'm doing some entrepreneurial things. Like, I don't know if I should now. No, you should. That is your calling, and God will make a way. And this should encourage you to do it, and encourage you that you're not alone in your endeavors. That, this is the great thing about America too. So I can throw in patriotism in this as well, is like, capitalism is phenomenal, because the fact that we can go out and create our own income our way is beautiful. We offer goods or services or both, in order to create our own income. We don't have to go rely on the man to go and pay us. We can go pay ourselves. And that is all because of America and capitalism and the way that our freaking government and everything and our freedoms are set up over here. Why do you think people are coming over here and creating their own businesses? Like, I don't have to tell you that there is drastic amount of people coming from other countries, and they own, gas stations, hotels, coffee shops, like all these things. And you're like, oh my gosh, they can do it. And we're over here still trying to live the American dream at a 9-to-5 job. No, the American dream was to be financially free. And God wants you to be financially free and also prosperous, so that you can be generous and prosperous and glorify Him. So whatever that you're doing, whatever that you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do this t-shirt business. Oh, but I was really called to, but I don't know if I should do it. Do it. Take the leap. Do it. You got it. You don't have to have a perfect plan. The thing that you have to have is grit and faith. That's one thing that I have learned, is grit and faith. Grit gives you the work ethic and to push through the first, few bits of like dang, is this really going to work out? Like, you're like, I don't know, this ain't. But then once you get those clients rolling in, once you get the first 2, 3, 4 clients, you're like, okay, I can do this. Once you get the first like 2, 3, 4, 5 sales, you're like, all right, this is working. This is something I can do. And you hang on to that faith and that childlike faith and move forward. But that's, so the first thing, sorry, I'm kind of getting off track and going on this motivational spiel. Did not mean to. I kind of got a little fired up there. Hope you don't mind. But anyways, like I was saying, they don't tell you, first off, that you're basically going to be working for nothing. And the time frame on that, you know, you don't really know, to be quite honest. And that's where the faith aspect comes in. And people don't talk about the faith aspect. They just talk about the work and the grind and the, you got this and you're going to make so much money, right? And you're going to, you know, sign up for my course to learn how to make so much money in, you know, three days. And that's the problem in America right now as well, I think, for some entrepreneurs, is they want that fast cash. They want they have the microwave mentality. And to be quite honest, y'all, but there's no such thing as fast cash right now. I mean, yes, sure, you can go like mow somebody's lawn for $5 for $50. There's your fast cash. Yeah, you can go, you know, sell some things online. There's your fast cash. But to have reoccurring income that you don't have to worry about in the long run, that is not going to be fast. Creating a legacy is not going to be fast cash. You have to have the endurance and the faith. And also in Proverbs, I think it's 23 or 22, in one of those chapters, it literally says that, you know, you shouldn't obtain quick wealth. There's a folly to that, and it will go away. But if you have endurance and have longevity, and the wealth comes that way through the long suffering, it will last. So if the Bible says it, y'all, I don't know where a more credible source you think I should get it from. But also, you know, someone who is near and dear to our heart and in our lives and has helped us through all this is Tyler Sheridan, who has a book that he has written on entrepreneurship. It's like a daily devotional for entrepreneurs. Highly recommend it. I'll put the link below in the description. It's called Daily Wins. I don't have it on me. It's in my purse in the car. But it helps you get through your day-to-day as an entrepreneur. And I absolutely love it because he talks about the real deal, the real stuff that has gone on in life, and like where his life has taken him, and the hardships and things, and then what he's overcome and what he's gotten to. And so now that Byron and I are in this season of our life where we've just kind of been putting it off, to be quite honest. We knew we were called to be basically full-time entrepreneurs, but we were just like, again, we had that employee broke mentality, which I'm not saying if you have a great 9-to-5 that's paying 6 figures and you've been there for 10 years and you know they're not going to let you go anytime soon, be my guest, stay there. Like, that's awesome. I'm glad you have that. But, you know, when that wasn't panning out for us, we were like, all right, Lord. And that's another way, another side note, that's another way the Lord will come at you to let you know to do what he needs you to do. Like, all the avenues that you're trying to take on your own and you do yourself will not work out. Just FYI. They won't work out. You'll be mad and you'll be like, what the heck? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. You're just not doing what God wants you to do. So when you start going down the avenue that God wants, that's when things become more better. That's when things become good for you. Sorry, my glue. I don't know if y'all use this glue, but this is absolutely phenomenal. It's on Amazon. It's definitely worth the price. I've obviously used it to its last drop because it's like $8 for this, but it's so worth it, man. It is phenomenal. So anyways, scraped up my nails, and then I'm going to put on these nails with this glue. So forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, God will definitely close all the doors that you're trying to do things yourself in. And and he will open up his doors. And, you know, you just have to be patient, obedient, and have faith and do the work that he's called you to do and that he's put on your heart. So the things that you're like, about, I would do it. If it was a calling that seems absolutely ridiculous, sometimes those are the things that you need to do and that you will prosper in. Sometimes they are just ridiculous things. And like I said, God will either make it happen or won't. And he opens the doors, man, let me tell you. Like, he will open the doors or he will close them. And you got to have the discernment to walk through them. So I've only gotten to one thing of entrepreneurship that they don't tell you. Another thing of entrepreneurship that they don't really mention and tell you on things is, you know, time management. Time management is a huge thing. Time management is something that literally has been a huge factor in what we have had to fix and get better at, because to be quite honest, I am not that great at time management, and I am getting better at it. Because when you're an entrepreneur, I mean, you're doing your work when you want to, how you want to, and you don't have to worry about what other people are, you know, saying. You don't have a boss that tells you, hey, like, you have to be here at this time. Like, it's all up to you and what you want to do. And if you're not managing your time well, it can slip away, and you're losing your income that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're losing income, and that just can't happen. Sorry, I'm trying to size my nails at the same time. So the whole losing income thing, like, that's something to definitely not do, obviously. Sorry, my brain, when I do this stuff, it's not the best. So. Anyways, as I was saying, time management is another thing that they don't really tell you about, that they think, you know, oh, I wake up at, you know, 11 a.m. and I just have this great, you know, phenomenal day. I do a couple of gigs of work. When you're first starting a business, when you're first doing things, it is not an 11 a.m. wake up, let me tell you. And it is not a 10 p.m. bedtime. It's not that. It's not that at all. Like, it is, we're waking up at 7, 8 o'clock, if not earlier, actually. Sometimes it's 6:30, and which that's not super early. Like, there's the 5 a.m.s and stuff before work. But like I said, it's not this like, oh yeah, we're just gonna, you know, sleep in and have a great time. It's definitely more so like, we got to get our stuff going or it's not going to be done type thing. Like, and it's up to me to get it done right now. So if you're not planning your day, if you don't have a calendar, I recommend a paper calendar first to get it all set out and done. And then I would go to, like, we share calendar on our phone, which helps a ton because we're both running a business and then we both share in a business. And then, so we have multiple going, which you don't have to. That's another thing. Normally they say focus on one thing, but you know, if you have the capacity to be able to do multiple, do it. I don't think anything's wrong with doing something multiple, like doing multiple things. If you have the capacity, if you have the time management, and if you are confident in it. So we are doing, several things. These are cute, aren't they? They're working, right? So when I put these on, sorry, side note, when I put these on, what I do is you have to like press it, like press your finger up and down. I'm double jointed, but press your finger up and press it down at the same time to hold it down to let it stick. And then I kind of like slide it as close to the cuticles, if not under the cuticles, as possible. So that's what I'm doing right now. So anyways, with that, you can do multiple if you're called to do multiple, or you could just focus on one and just make a baller stream of income on one. So yes, focusing on one thing is good. You should do it. I agree. But when you are trying to create massive amounts of income, in my opinion, and we'll see how it goes, because my opinion may be incorrect and other people may be right. In my opinion, I think doing multiple is just fine. But that's my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's right. Also, you know, another thing that they tell you about entrepreneurship is they don't tell you all the back end work that you have to do in order to create your own business, in order to get the stuff set up for like pay and taxes and all the things. You're just thinking of the creative side of stuff. There's more to it than just the creative side. There's a legal side. I put this one on crooked. I am so upset. I always do one nail crooked. Can you tell that's crooked? You can tell that's crooked. No. And this puppy, it's always the crooked ones that just are on there, boy. Let me tell you. Like this guy's on there. I hope you pop off sometime and I can get you off. Actually, I think, will you pop off? No, you won't. Of course you won't. Because you're just, he's on there. Like on there. Of course you're on there. It's because I was talking. So, anywho, back to, this is the longest I've ever taken to do my nails because I'm also talking and I'm doing a lot happening right now. I'm trying to think of other things, but those were the three main things that I was thinking of. It was like, yes, focus, but if you feel like you can do, if you have the capacity and the time management to do multiple, do multiple. And if you know how to time manage. If you don't, dude, feel free to comment below and I'll definitely help you and give you some tips and tricks on it and how to have, because you also need that rest, right? Like you don't need to just be like this crazy person that's, oh, we gotta do this shit all the time. Blah, 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 blah. You can chill. Like it's okay. There's sometimes you can chill. So anyways, with all that being said, I completed one hand with my crooked nail right here that I'm gonna have to fix later. But I feel like that's everything. Look, now I'm using this hand because I'm gonna finish this hand. We'll have it all done in a minute, but I feel like this is long enough to kind of tell you the things of entrepreneurship that they don't tell you, that there is a famine in the beginning, but then you will have a feast if you sow the seeds to reap the harvest and have faith in God and do the work. So it's works and faith, because faith without works is dead, and works without faith, nothing happens. So, which trust me, we've done the works without faith for a while and it's gotten us absolutely nowhere. And now I can see the harvest coming. I can see the future. I can see the bright lights at the end of the tunnel. Like I can see and feel it. And I am so thankful and grateful for God because, you know, we've had to figure things out, and God has created resilience in us and such strong faith in us that it has, like, anything can come at us at this point. Like it's not a problem anymore. Like I don't have a question in what we should be doing. I don't have a question, in like how things are going to go, because I know my God is a big God and he has big plans for us. And I'm just super excited to be a servant that stewards it well. So I hope you are too. I hope this gives you some faith and like hope in the future of your entrepreneurship if you are wanting to be an entrepreneur. And if you have any questions, definitely comment down below and I'd be more than happy to reach out and help you on your entrepreneur journey, you know, and give some, I guess, tips and tricks if that works. But anyways, we're rolling, we're going, we're having a great time, and we will reap the harvest soon. I believe in March, we will be having a massive stream of income come in March of next year. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But for now, we're steady Eddie where we're at, and we're believing and trusting God. And I pray that you do too, and that y'all have a blessed day. Deuces for now.